Good morning. Happy December 6th. It is a Tuesday. I have my water in my 'Tis the Season mug, but also winterberry. I love all the winterberry things. I'm hopefully going to try and get this done before it gets too loud. I did get dressed since I was knitting this morning. They're working on the road. Good, get it done. So Liliana didn't want me to video her this morning, but she is gonna let me show you what she got. So for her Playmobil, she got Santa, and then for her Lego Advent, she got a little girl. Oh, you gotta hold it still though, at least for a moment.
I noticed her
there we
arms
go.
Don't move.
Nope. Her arms don't move. There you go. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so my Advent this morning, day 6, is a little ornament, a sparkly candy cane, and a present. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Ooh, yay! Ooh, yay. So this is yarn that was dyed by a local yarn dyer to me, Sharon, specifically for my husband. Hello. Sorry I was kind of abruptly cut off this morning. I had to go make my husband breakfast and coffee and make my breakfast so that I could go to parent-teacher conferences. I will show the yarn again and my progress on the shawl after. Went to parent-teacher conferences, we went to the chiropractor, we stopped at the grocery store, got fish for dinner tonight, amongst other things that, I don't know, even what I got. I spent a lot of money and didn't feel like that much. That's how it goes these days, right? So I'm gonna have lunch. I just warmed up. I'm letting it cool for a minute. It's pretty steamy, but just leftovers from last night. Some rice, broccoli, and ground pork. I have some things I need to do. Laundry, put laundry away. You can see my messy counter and kitchen there. Put away laundry. Cook some food for lunches for the rest of the week. Gonna make fish for dinner, sweet potato. Hopefully knit a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. So that's my update for now, and I will touch base with the knitting stuff later. Maybe I'll video a little bit time lapse of me cooking in the kitchen, but you don't really need to see me put my laundry away. I'll be listening to my audiobook probably while I do those things. And that's that for now. So we are in the process of walking to the post office because they're blocking our mailbox, working on the road. So that right there is a train station. So I don't know, my Apple Watch is not charged. So I don't know how long it is, but it's probably maybe a mile. Ooh, train! I didn't even say train is approaching. It usually says train approaching. Please remain behind the yellow line. I didn't hear that when we were walking by. But, so yeah, the train station, and we're walking on the platform. There's like that yellow bumpy section, so that you need to remain behind there so that you don't fall or get too close to the train. So yeah, so we're walking to the post office. I want to think round trip, maybe a mile and a half. I'm sure I'll have to do it again. So we'll see. But it's a nice day out today. It's at least 55, 60 degrees. I did not check before I started recording, but it's pretty nice out today. So apparently they keep the mail on the truck to try again the next day, but they're going to be working on the road for a while. But I was unable to get the mail and my package. At least we dropped the electric bill off, right, Liliana?
Uh-huh.
And we got to walk in with some fresh air, so that's always a positive, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Okay, this looks weird because I layered. I went for a walk, but I haven't taken this other long sleeve shirt back off yet. Okay, so I'm gonna sit and knit for a few minutes. I'm gonna give you an update because it's kind of hard for me to do an update like after dinner because my husband's home, Liliana's here. He does not want to be in the videos. So it's just hard for me. It's really hot to do an update later on in the evening. I need to kind of create a space, but it may not happen before the end of the month. I do have some coffee. I did some coffee with some collagen, a little bit of maple syrup, and a pinch of salt. It's really hot though. I warmed it up on the stove. It was left over from this morning. And then I warmed up 2 cookies. So I'm gonna show the yarn again because this is the yarn from this morning. This was hand dyed by a local woman named Sharon. She dyes beautiful yarn. This is one of 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3. It may be only 3 of hers. No, 4. I have 4 of hers total, and that'll be in my advent. Okay, we'll just try and put it back on. I pulled up Liliana's Christmas Barbies. Well, they were mine, but I've since gifted them to her. And one of the Barbies' heads keep falling off, so I may have to hot glue that. All right, I'll hot glue her in a little bit.
Thank you.
All right, so then this is the yarn to show that Liliana picked for me to show this morning that I didn't get to. This is from my Knit Picks order. It is Knit Picks Stroll Fingering Weight. Colorway is Celery Seed. It's 462 yards, 100 grams. 75% fine superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. So that's that. This is where I've gotten on my shawl. I haven't finished yesterday's color yet. But that is what it is looking like, and I am just loving it. So that's how it started. And this is how it's going. I just love it. So good. So good. So that's my shawl. I'm gonna hopefully finish this color right now and go from there. Liliana, please don't kick the table though, okay? Because I have my coffee here. I'm going to grab my sweater. Hold on one second. Okay, I have my sweater, but I got the coffee idea from Venison for Dinner. Her name is Kate. And that's where I got my coffee idea for the maple syrup and the little bit of salt. You may have a cookie, yeah. It's cookie time. So I want to show you my sweater. So I'm making the draw cardigan, or it's just called draw. Oh, that's where my yarn is. I should have put the needle extender on, but I have finished a sleeve. So I have one sleeve done. This is the body, and the body looks odd at the moment because it's on a shorter needle. Last time I showed it in my podcast, I put it on, I put a needle extender and then put another cable on. But this, I'm doing the ribbing right now. And it's just, I showed it in a picture last night at the end of the Vlogmas. I'm just loving it. It's just gorgeous. So I'm hoping to get that done later, but I think I'm gonna work on my shawl. I'm using the same, I have to use the same size needles for my shawl and the ribbing of my sweater. So I thank goodness that hold on one second, honey. Thank goodness that I bought these because they're posing to be very, very useful. Very useful. Oh, you want to show your shawl? Liliana last year for Christmas from Santa got a shawl kit. And so this is how it's coming out. It's a frozen shawl kit. And it's with the loom, and she is doing fabulous. You want to be in the video? Okay, let me turn it a little bit. Well, I didn't know if you wanted to be or you just wanted me to show it. So it's coming out really nice. So it's going to be flat, and then we're gonna, I think, sew it together to make like armhole holes, and then there are some patches, right, and some tassels to go on it. So she's excited about that. All right, so I'm gonna go knit, have my cookies, my coffee.
Cookie time.
And I'll show my sweater again with the needle extender, but I just don't feel like putting it on right now. I'm feeling very lazy. I got a lot accomplished, but I'm just ready to sit for a little bit before I make dinner. So if I don't talk again on here, maybe I'll show if I can add the second. Ooh, Liliana, you're stuck.
Yep.
Now don't just leave it all sprawled out on the floor. Where was I? Maybe I'll try and take a picture of the shawl. If I don't make much progress, I probably won't. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. All right, I'm in the process of making dinner. I have fish in the oven. I thought I'd share what I do with my fish. So I got, I think it's flounder. I wanted the sole they had on sale, but they didn't have any in. It's okay. I think it was like $1 more a pound that I paid for this one. It is what it is. I just take it and I put some white wine. I put some lemon juice, salt, pepper, breadcrumbs. I use gluten-free breadcrumbs. And then just put some butter on top. I use dairy-free butter, but you know, you could make it with regular butter too. And that is how I bake it at 375 for I don't know how long. I'm not good at telling when things are done. But so I have that, and I have some sweet potatoes. I have butternut squash cooking. I made some zucchini and summer squash. I made shaved steak for my husband for lunch and maybe myself for lunch tomorrow too. And I made him some hot Italian sausages to take for breakfast. I'm gonna feed my sourdough starter so tomorrow I can bake bread. So I can share that. I can't share any recipes because I paid for the class. See if I can tag Marissa down below. She's an amazing gluten-free sourdough. She has gluten-free cookbooks. I can actually show them to you. Breakfast at Windland. That's their farm in Canada. This is, what one is this? Everyday Celebrations at Windland. And I have her Christmas one too, and they're just fabulous. I will try and remember to tag them below. I should probably go back through all my videos and make sure I've tagged the people I was supposed to tag. So there's that. If you have dinner suggestions, I don't mind cooking. I don't love it, but I don't mind it. But I can never think of what to make. So if you could like, let me know what you're having for dinner, what you're planning for dinner, what you had last night for dinner, what you had last week for dinner, anything. I'll take any dinner suggestions because it's just hard for me to always think about what I want. My people never want to give me suggestions, so it's kind of difficult. I'd shut off that light because, because it was like really glaring. This one is a little bit too, but yeah, so I maybe shouldn't have had that coffee because it kind of made me like a hyped up, deliriously tired human. So that's my story. That's all I got for now. Let me know what you're making for dinner down below. Where am I pointing? I don't even know at this point.